Hi guys, I am just showing you guys here a replay, kind of my first decent race that I'm driving boringly alone on iRacing. So as you see, I take a pretty good start, overtaking two cars right away. I generally don't go too aggressively, just trying to stay out of trouble. As I noticed here, the car behind me squeezed out a car in his inside. So I knew right away trouble's behind me. So at this point it's really important to not make any mistakes. So I just try to hold on to the leaders here, the pack, and hope I'm faster than the guy behind me, which at this point I right away noticed that I was, or at least that he was making mistakes. Not sure why the orange car is going in the pit here, but yeah, I'll take that extra place. So right here I'm in 5th position, and I already feel that the pack is, yeah, fast in front of me. Particularly the first cars seem to be slightly pulling away at this point. And I still have the two white cars behind me, which I'm desperately trying to get away from. Oh, there apparently goes one of those white cars. This track is actually really fast generally. It has here at the start, the first, and kind of this corner here are a bit slower, but from here on it's really all about keeping your speed up. While the car in front of me there had a really bad exit, but yeah, it's not that easy to overtake on this high speed section. But my general plan is always in this kind of situations to kind of stay closely behind him, try to get a better exit somewhere where I actually can overtake, like here. I try to, but I just simply do not have the speed to take him. And then I just try to keep pressure on them, wait till they make a small mistake somewhere, which hopefully the gentleman in front of me will. Is it just me, or does he? Oh, he's number 11 and I'm number 1, yeah. Here again, he takes a bit of a different line than me. Not sure if it made that much difference, but you gotta take a little bit different lines. Here we see that one of the front runners actually made a mistake. The hill there is quite tricky. Your car can, well, loses all downforce for a second and becomes very light and, yeah, unstable. But we got past that safely and now into 4th position, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there the red car ahead is first. And then we are a bit trained for second. Meanwhile, the white car behind me is catching up slightly. Well, slightly, he's actually rampaging. Here I'm making a bit of a mistake, going a bit wide. But if you take a bit of a wider line there, you have a really nice line to exit the corner. So in the end, I don't think much was lost there. In fact, I have the feeling that I'm closing in now. I feel the pressure, of course, from behind. And there was a really nice save of the car in second position with the green stripes, which makes it now really a close three-way fight. He again loses a bit his back, which really costs him straight line speed here. Oh, I can't quite make use of this, as he was just too far still. Now the car number 11 and 12 are really close to each other. But the car number 12 had to back out of it a little bit, which makes me getting close to him. In the meanwhile, the white car is starting to really catch up. And now we all have to look in our mirrors and in front of us, which is challenging. There goes car number 12 again. Luckily not hitting any of us. The white car taking a little peek at the inside. But if he's in the inside, he needs to just brake a little bit earlier, which makes him unable to really go for it. You can tell he's really fast. Here I take too much curb, and that kind of fucks up my traction. And I don't think he expected that, and that's why he bumped into me. I take a bit of a defensive line here. Making him unable to go through, but you can really tell he's a lot faster. And that I won't be holding him very long. He has a pretty good exit here. And I don't bother defending, as I know that I'll otherwise lose too much time. I expected him to pass me quicker there. I wanted to steer in already, but I think I would have still hit him. So it costed me a bit of time. Mainly costed me time towards the car 11, this fighting. So I'm just hoping that car 11 will lose more time fighting with the white car than I did. In the meanwhile, the first car is really far ahead. The white car in the meanwhile already closed the gap down, pretty much. And he's actually making a brave maneuver here, but the car 11 backs out of it. And there's the first lapped car as well. It's always a risk with lapped cars, but this one really gave us a lot of space and didn't interfere with the fighting at all. Now that the white car has free track again, we assume it's gonna pull away quite rapidly. And I'm starting to catch up to car 11 again. I think he had a bit of a worse for first sector. Sorry. There my ass went a little bit. My car was still unstable over the bump and I had to lift off the throttle for a second. But it didn't cost me all that much time. And now it's just all about getting back into the slipstream of the car ahead of me, which is slightly working. But it's really, I really need to now push out good laps. And meanwhile, the white car is actually not pulling away that much, I have the feeling. It's now probably like 3-4 seconds ahead though. But then again, he has such a big gap ahead of him in second place that he has no point of really making any or taking any risks. So I'm gonna presume that he just kinda builds in some safety. Here we saw car 11 go a bit wide. I think he had to release his throttle for a second, which gave him a relatively bad exit, and giving me the opportunity to sneak in closer and closer. But as you can tell, our speed is rather similar. And slowly but surely, the fight for third position is commencing. This exit is actually really important, as this is a rather long straight. There's also a pretty fast corner, so just so important to have your exits good. Also, this last corner has a little bit of a bump in the inside. You can't really tell it, but it's pretty tricky. You need to keep your car, well, you need to keep your car in hand so that you can have a good exit for the long straight, because it's actually a pretty good overtaking opportunity, as the white car currently in second position proved earlier on me. Oh, yeah, the back marker crashing, maybe blocking car 11 a bit, making him ease off of the throttle. But luckily nothing happened with the two cars, so that the fight can continue. He seemed to have a pretty bad exit here. Me taking a bit too much curb, which makes the car a bit unstable. Usually results in a slightly lower straight line speed. And generally the curbs are here pretty high, and they upset the car everywhere pretty much, in every corner. Like you see from me there. It's a risk taking them. In the slower corners you might gain something still, but if you upset the car too much, you obviously are not going to gain anything. Meanwhile, I'm getting really close. Had to correct my car a bit. Maybe if that wouldn't have happened, I could have tried an attack. But I got very close there for a second. He's not really hitting his apex there. This corner you can take so many different lines, but it's very key to not end up too much on the right side, as you need to be instantly at the left side for the next corner. And the next corner is crucial, as it's before this straight here we just passed. Both taking a lot of curb there. The exit curb there is actually pretty good, but none of the inside curbs at least are that flat. And meanwhile, the orange car behind us, I think, is actually a lapped car. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually the car that went in the pits in the first lap. Well, at the end of the first lap. Oh, and there he makes a mistake. I go slightly wide. But I do have third position now. It seems like keeping the pressure on has paid off. It's not easy, of course, to have a car behind you the whole time. You can feel he's maybe slightly quicker, but at least we're through third position. We have about a 19.5 seconds lead on the car behind, so which is not the orange car. Like I said, that one is lapped. So at this point we're about in lap 18, I believe, out of 20. And there's no need to risk anymore. Me braking rather late here, taking a bit of the inside curb. Luckily I keep it in check, going a bit wide there as well. A bit sloppy here. But luckily everything keeps going good, and we're heading towards a podium finish, if nothing else goes wrong, at least. Because a small mistake is quickly made. As car number 11 proved us, He drove a pretty good race though. Crashing so late in the race, it's always a shame. And I believe this is the finish actually. Yes. So yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any comments behind. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.